Amy with Lily Bean Designs. How is everyone doing today? I'm trying to reach out to my laptop and I have my glove on. Let's do that. Okay, let's not do that. No, that's too close. Why won't you zoom back out? I want you to zoom out, not in. Oh, that button. There we go. That's better. I do not need that zoomed in on my face today. How are y'all doing today? Welcome to the first bonus file painting tutorial for our SVG Clubhouse opening. We open the doors tomorrow to new members. So we are painting the bonus files this week. And this is the first bonus file. So this is a door hanger. And I'm just going ahead and putting a quick coat on the circle and try not to get paint all over my hands today. So I have a glove on. So if you're joining me, just say hello and tell me what's going on today and tell me where you're watching from and all the things. And if you don't mind, please sprinkle the video. I would greatly appreciate that. That helps me out with the Facebook algorithm. All right, so I've painted this 18-inch birch circle. It's got hanging holes in the top. I don't know if y'all can see the holes or not, but anyway, it's 18 inches. You can certainly do a smaller size if you want to size it down some. You could do like a little tabletop sign instead. That would be super cute. And if you guys are in the club, I do have a free easel file in there for you. So look in the Facebook group under featured and scroll down and you'll see the free easel file. And you get 3 different sizes of easels and props for your projects. So those work really well with like tiered trays, shelf sitters, tabletop signs, and things like that. So that is free for you guys from me. Okay, so let's do. Oh, we're gonna do some glitter today, y'all. It's gonna be really fun. Hey, Janet, how are you? From Western North Carolina. I've been here, North Carolina, a gajillion times, and used to live there when my husband was in the Army. He was in the 82nd Airborne in Fort Bragg, so we were there. I worked as a nurse at Cape Fear Valley Medical Center. That was a long time ago. I don't know if you know where that is or not, but that is where we were. All right, let's see. What are we doing here? So I'm going to glitter the bars, the like hexagon kind of outline here. And, you know, y'all will see it when it gets all put together. I can actually pop a picture of it up on the screen. I can pop a picture up on the screen of all the bonus files for y'all. So let me do that. We are offering 4 bonus files when you join this week. So you get the March bundle, which, hang on one second, because I forgot to pull up a picture of the March bundle. So let me do that too, so you can see those pictures. So hold that thought for just one second, and I will get those pictures up. Here they are. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, open. Y'all, I'm going to have to just bite the bullet and get a new computer this year is what's going to have to happen, because my computer is 7 years old this year and it has had it. So it's getting slow and it's getting glitchy. Yay, Janet's new to the group. Yep, we're opening first thing in the morning. So be sure to be on the waiting list. You can go to, I forgot to put the banner up, svgclubhouse.com. There's the banner to get on the waiting list. And then that same link will work tomorrow for you to sign up. Okay, so let me show y'all. Now these, okay, so we're painting a bonus file today, but when you join, you get the March files and you also get a bonus bundle. Okay, so there are 4 March files and then there are 4 bonus files. For the bonus files, you have to join on the first or second day, so tomorrow or the next day. You have to join on those first 2 days to get all 4 of the bonus files. So if you join tomorrow or the next day, you get 8 files. After that, you still get the March bundle. Everybody who joins gets the March bundle, but we are going to drop a bonus file each day after that, because we really want you guys to go ahead and get in before you forget, because we only open 3 times a year, and launches are a lot, you guys. It's just a lot of prep work, a lot of like email stuff, a lot of graphics and things like that to get a launch ready. So we try to pour our energy into our members that are in the group the rest of the year instead of constantly focusing on getting people to join. Because as I've said in lots of other videos, the Facebook algorithms are not our friend these days. So they don't show our stuff to our followers. Okay, so we are going to, these are the regular March files that I'm pulling up right now. Okay, so this is our door hanger. Our theme is called Dragonfly Dreams. That's the March theme. So we have an 18-inch door hanger, and we do give y'all an option to cut it in a split version. So if you don't have a pass-through door or you have a smaller laser, you can cut the circle in a like a split kind of way, and then it's hidden behind the design of the door hanger. So you're not going to see the split. So that's our door hanger, super pretty. And this is a tabletop dragonfly sign. So you have a little easel and you have the framed sign with the dragonflies. It says hi there. Very fun and springy. And then this is a sandwich board insert. So if you're not familiar with our sandwich boards, go in our Etsy shop, Lulu Beam Designs, and look up sandwich boards. I have a whole category for them in there. You purchase the frame, which is the actual, y'all, I'm doing the thing with my cursor, like moving it around, like y'all are going to see what I'm pointing at, and y'all are not going to see what I'm pointing at on the screen. I always do that. So you purchase the stand itself is like a separate file, and then we have lots of inserts that go with it. So it's like a little chalkboard sign, and you can pop the inserts in and out. So this is one insert that comes with your membership this month, and it says hi there, and it's got the little crate of flowers and the dragonflies. So you get a sandwich board insert, and then we are also doing this welcome sign, and it's one of our engraved signs that we use whiteboard for. So if you've never used whiteboard before, it's a super easy way to put something together pretty quickly. So for a gift or to sell, whiteboard is awesome because you can engrave it and there's no painting required. So the only thing that is painted on this project that you see is the frame, the dragonflies, and the welcome. You don't have to paint the background and all of that. That's engraved with your laser. Okay, so then the bonus files. So today we're going to paint this one. It's it's hard to see the letters because you have to kind of zoom in, but it says, hi, so glad you're here. So we're going to paint this. So the gold glitter that I'm doing is going to go on those, like the hexagon shape, the outline. So it's going to go on there. And then tomorrow we're going to do the little mom. Well, they don't have to be mom, but I did them for Mother's Day. You could use these anytime, but these are little stand-up treat containers. They're supposed to look like little purses with flowers on them. You can either do it the plain design, or you can use the overlay that has the shoot. What is that pattern called, y'all? Is it quatrefoil? I think it's called quatrefoil. I've also seen it called arabesque. But anyway, that's the geometric pattern. So you can do like a little overlay. You can put their names on it. It's just like a cute little stand-up purse. You can put whatever you want in there, gift cards, greeting cards, flowers, treats, just a cute little way to present a gift. The third bonus file is our Let's Go Girls cowgirl boot sign with the flowers. I think those are supposed to be peonies. That's what I meant them to look like. I think they look like peonies. Wait, do you guys say peonies or peonies? Because I've heard it both ways. I say peonies. Okay, so that sign is probably my favorite out of all 4 bonus files. I'm really loving that sign. So I can't wait to get that painted. I'm painting all these projects this week, y'all. And then this is a shaker. So if you have not done a shaker, you are in for a treat, because shakers are the most absolute fun thing you can make with your laser, in my humble opinion. They're super duper fun and interactive, and they're not hard. I promise you, they are not hard. So we're going to do a shaker, and you're going to get so excited about these because they are just awesome, and you're going to want to make lots more. Okay, so I'm going to paint while I tell you a little bit more about the club, but if you have questions, just feel free to ask. All right, so because I'm doing gold glitter on this hexagon shape, I'm gonna paint gold behind it. So I just try to use like a complementary color. It doesn't have to be the exact color. You can kind of use white a lot of times if you really want to. You don't need to have the same color paint as you do glitter. You don't want to have like a light glitter, I guess, over like a dark paint probably, but I try to use a similar color if I have one. So we're just going to paint this gold. I'm going to put one coat on. Y'all excuse my my desk. I've just decided I give up on this desk looking nice. I try to clean it between each video, and it's always a hot mess. I did buy some contact paper. I've covered my table in contact paper before to try to make it like, you know, look neater, like a neater background. And that works for a while, but then eventually the contact paper just can't handle the constant paint on it and the wiping and all of that. I bought this. It's laying right here, like it's going, hello, please hurry up and put me on. But it's like a speckle. I don't know if y'all can see it. Maybe I can do it on the overhead camera. Sorry, I'm trying not to make y'all dizzy. It's like a speckle pattern. It kind of looks like granite. So I thought I would put that on this tabletop. And it's supposed to be wipeable. This is from Amazon. It's terrazzo. I don't know. Lively 9 terrazzo. I don't know. Something that I found on Amazon. So anyway, I'm going to try to put that on my tabletop. We will see how that goes. All right. Let me think about what I'm doing here. All right. So we need to do another coat because we want this to be wet while we glitter it, because that is how the glitter is going to stick. You don't need to use glue. You could use Mod Podge. You could always just paint and then put some Mod Podge behind it. Or maybe you don't even need to paint. Maybe you could just do the Mod Podge and the glitter would stick to that. Probably. That would probably work. All right. So then I'm going to take a piece of printer paper, fold it in half, and you'll see why I'm folding it in half here in just a moment. Y'all, I turn my ceiling fan on because I get hot when I do videos. But then the ceiling fan dries the paint too fast. So if I'm glittering, I start to get like worried that it's going to dry before it can stick. We'll see. I don't know. This might not be wet enough. Ooh, it's getting everywhere. I need a bigger piece of paper. Yes, that worked. Okay. So let me show y'all what that looks like on the overhead. See how sparkly and pretty that is? That's going to be so pretty. I love it. All right, let me try to salvage some of this glitter. So the reason that I put it on the paper is so I can do this. And then just put it right back in that little vial like that. But I still have it everywhere. I have it all over me. I have it all over my desk, everywhere. All right, let's do the other piece. I'm going to try that one day. Just do Mod Podge instead of paint. I hadn't even thought of that. That would totally work. Because isn't Mod Podge pretty much like Elmer's glue? Like the Elmer's glue that we used when we were little. I mean, I'm sure people still use Elmer's glue, but do y'all remember that glue from elementary school that was, it was like a sticky yellowish, kind of goldish yellowish glue that had like this rubber. Okay, y'all, I was born in 1974, so I'm dating myself here. If y'all are younger than me, just ignore what I'm saying. Thank you, Janet. But yeah, I want to say that it came in a red, like a red tube, not tube, a red bottle. And it had this rubber applicator thing with a hole in it on the end. And it was just kind of smushy, and you just like smushed it onto your project. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Does anybody remember that? No, just me? Okay. Let's see. Sorry, my ceiling fan is blowing my paper, and it's blowing my glitter, and I should have turned it off, and I'm getting it all over the place. But that's crafting, right? We're not crafting if we're not making a mess. Oh, Lordy, y'all. It's everywhere. Okay, here is course, my neighbor is riding his four-wheeler out the window. I'm going to assume that's you, Reggie. It could be Tammy. If you're watching this video, tell me who you are. It's one of y'all. It's Monday. It's not four-wheeler day. Usually I don't hear four-wheelers until like Thursday. Thursday afternoon is four-wheeler and beer time. All right. That's how we roll in South Louisiana. Four-wheeler and beer time. Okay. I'm going to try. I try to use my glitter and save it all up. Y'all, this is everywhere. But it's so pretty. Okay. Goodness gracious. I'm just covered in sparkle. Rubber cement. Is that what it was? I think you're right. I think you're right. Oh my goodness, that's funny. All right, let me think. I'm going to do this in white, which is very boring, but it's because the flowers are going to be pink. And I just want that white to pop. So I think that's going to look good to do this high in white. And I like to do my letters with a sponge dauber, sponge stick, because it keeps me from getting paint all over the edges. And it puts a nice thick coat on there. And sometimes I can get away with one coat, because I don't like to paint multiple coats. I don't think that's fun. All right, we'll put that over there. And I'm spilling stuff everywhere. It's my baggie of sponge sticks. Let's see. Let's do our trick. We're going to need this for some other things. Let's do our trick with the tape. So we can do that. And here, I'm going to do these in white. So glad you're here. Okay, so back to the club information. In addition to the files, you also get 50% off of all my other files. So right now it's in my Etsy shop, but it's going to end up being on my website. As soon as we get all the stuff moved over to the website, the discount will be over there, but you get 50% off all the time on all my files. So that's one of the biggest perks of the membership group. We also do a we also give you a supply list with all the paint colors on it, links to all of the, this matches my nail polish. This is called Pink Polish. All these are apple barrel colors, y'all. We give y'all a supply list that has links to everything that we used to make the project. So you get marketing photos for all the projects, blank and finished. So pictures that are already done that you can use to market your projects. And then we give you a supply list with all the paint colors and the links to everything that we used in the project. So like for this, we would give you the link to the glitter, to the glue, to the paint, to the sponge sticks, the tape, just anything that we use, we will put on that supply list, and it has clickable links so you can find everything easily. And then I paint one of the projects live for y'all each month in the group. So you can, trying to get this glitter off. So you can, when you join, you can go into the Facebook group and you can scroll back and you can see like all the old past videos. They're all in there. There's a whole library of videos that you can scroll and binge watch if you want to. Lots of tutorials in there. And you can also purchase the past month's files if you want to. The files in the group are exclusive to the club for 1 year, usually a little longer than a year actually, but they are exclusive to the group, so you cannot buy them outside of the group, and other people cannot, have access to them. Oh, my backer. Y'all, my backer is all sparkly. Can y'all even see it? It's very sparkly. There's glitter all over that too. So as a club member, if you get in and you see that you like some of the past month's projects, you can purchase the files for those as a group, as a club member. And then after a year, when they go up for sale, then you can use your 50% off to purchase them as well. So. I'm painting all these pink flowers with the same pink color, the pink polish. And then we're going to do some other colors on there as well. But I'm just going to do my initial base coat in the pink. And these have score lines on them so you can see where everything goes. These flowers are layered. I like a lot of layers in projects. You could do this sign in so many different color combinations. So many cute possibilities with this. Let's see over there. All right, so I'm gonna do a darker shade of pink for some contrast, and then we'll mix in a little bit of white. Oh, Janet, that makes you happy, the paint. Thank you. I do love my paint wall. It's fun. I'm missing red. You probably can't see it because it's all the way over to that side. But my daughter painted. My husband built a tiki bar in our backyard, and my daughter and her friends came down on spring break, and they painted one of the tiki poles, and so they borrowed some of my paint. I think the red is still out there. So I'm kind of dipping my brush in the light pink and the dark pink and a little bit in white. And I'm just gonna see a little bit more. I don't know if y'all can see this or not. Let me try to put it on camera. I'm going along the score lines with the darker pink color. I'll hold one up in just a second and show y'all. Now, if you just want to freehand your flowers, you can just tell your machine to ignore these score lines and not do them if that's what you want to do. And then I'm going back with some white. I'm not washing my brush in between. Okay. Let me think what else I want to do. So this is going to be white in the middle. Let's see here. I'm going to put these on my tape so I can quickly get some white on all these little circles at the same time. Gonna be careful with these little tiny letters though. I always thicken them up in the file, but you still have to be a little bit careful with them. Okay, so then we can, upside down. Oop, nope, don't flip. Need some more white paint. There we go. They are not sticking to that tape. That tape lost its sticky. It's okay. We will touch them up when we get them off. Okay. So I'm thinking what else I want to do to my flower. Let me think. I think my flower still needs a little brightening up on the edge. That's better. And I'm just taking my paintbrush and doing kind of a white around the edge. Just a quick little swirl of white. Okay, this is my experimental one right here. See if I like this one before I put this on the same design on everything. All right, so now I'm going to add black. This is what we've got so far. Let me hold this up so y'all can see. That's what we have so far. It kind of looks like a pansy. Do y'all think? Do y'all plant pansies in your yard? I don't plant any flowers down here. First of all, I have a brown thumb. Secondly, it's so freaking hot down here that I don't have any luck with flowers. Back home in Virginia, I do, but here, no. I hear the post office outside. I hear the postman out there picking up my packages. So if anybody ordered circles or cutouts, that could be your order getting picked up. We did a bunch of cutouts over the weekend, so they're shipping out today. And then I'm going to go back again, and I still want a little bit of that brighter pink in there. Okay, I think that's turning out good. I'll show y'all close up of what that looks like. Super cute. All right, so for the rest of them, I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna do a second coat of pink first. I think that just brightens them up a little bit. Oh, and then we're going to put the white in the middle. I forgot about that. Need to put the little center on there. I don't plant anything either. We live on a farm and the goats always eat the flowers. Oh my gosh. Yes, goats eat everything. My mother-in-law has goats. They're very mischievous and they get into everything. Alrighty, so let me see what this is going to look like with the center. I think this one gets one of the smaller centers, yeah. Oh yeah, that's going to look good. That'll make it pop. You could also, you could glitter. I got a little pink on there. It was on my hand, and now I can't get it off. You could glitter the flower centers, and that would be cute as well. Okay, so there it is with the white in the middle. I think that really pops. All right, so we need to do, let's see. Our hot pink. If you sell products and you ship through the post office, did you know that if you're shipping priority, they will come and pick your packages up off of your porch? That is my hot tip of the day. It's a huge time saver, and we're so thankful that they will do it. I will say that they're not 100% reliable. They're much better down here than they are in Virginia when we go home and we ship from there. For some reason, they like to not show up there. So a lot of times we just end up driving our packages to the post office instead. Plus, our shop there is not where we live. So we have to transport the packages anyway because the shop is not on the road. They would have to drive up a long driveway to get there and go through a gate. So a lot of times we just go ahead and put them in our vehicle and just take them on up to the post office. All right, there's all our hot pink. Going back with some white. Not rinsing my brush in between. Hey, Penny, how are you? Welcome. Glad you're watching. My husband went to get a load of wood for the laser. So when I get done, we are going to go process wood and cut it down into the sizes we need to fit in our laser. We like the wood that we get down here in Louisiana so much better than the wood we get back home, that when we went home last time, we took a big load of it with us. And we watched the weather to make sure that it wasn't going to rain. And luckily it did not rain because we had it in the back of our truck already cut down and everything. So that actually worked really well. Okay, I'm going to put my white around the edge, and then I'm going to go back in with my black. So if you have a laser, comment and tell me, do you order your wood already cut down? Do you buy it in big sheets and process it yourself? What do you do? And where do you get your wood? We get ours down here from a local wood supplier that has been so good to us. My husband, he loves going over there. They know who he is, and he gets great customer service, and it's just been a really good experience versus dealing with Lowe's back home. Nothing against Lowe's, but big box stores it's not the same, you know? It's when they recognize you when you walk in, and they try to help you with whatever specialty thing that you are doing. All right, so now we need some black, and then we can do our leaves. Already cut and purchased from Home Depot. So, Penny, do you get it cut down by them on their saw? Or do you bring it home and cut it? Did I do the, yeah, I did the outside with black. These would be really cute in pansy colors, like, you know, the pansies that are purple with some yellow. That would be really pretty on these, on this side. Oh, whoops, I didn't do the outside. Buy the 10 sheets per box online. Oh, okay, gotcha. I was wanting to try the the whiteboard from Home Depot that comes in 1/8 inch, because my whiteboard is closer to 1/4 inch. It's kind of in between, but it's closer to 1/4 inch than 1/8 inch. But the last time that I looked, they were out of stock. So I need to look again. I keep forgetting to do pieces and parts of this. It's much easier once you get going. The first one's always intimidating when you don't know what you want to do, like how you want to paint something. And then once you do one and you figure it out, then you can just kind of fly through the rest. And the thing I like about doing these highlights and just doing kind of an abstract look is that it draws your eye away from being perfect. Like, it doesn't need to look perfect to be pretty. And it just makes it easier to paint that way. You don't have to focus on like every little aspect of each piece. I don't know, it's just a less stressful like way to do it, I think. All right, last night we used crisp green and Christmas green, I think. Or did we use shamrock? It was St. Patrick's Day, but I don't think we used shamrock. I like the colors that I used last night. Yeah, or maybe I'll use a little parakeet today. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so we're doing the leaves. My PM tech will be delivered Wednesday. Ooh, very exciting. 20 by 28 bed size. That's awesome. Hardware store locally, and they cut it down. Do you like your local hardware store, Jennifer? Hello, Jennifer and Tanya, by the way. Hello, ladies. How are y'all doing today? Okay, so I don't need to paint the flowers on here because they're layered. So I'm just doing the leaves. And any of the little stems that are going to show, I'm doing those too. I always forget that I might not be on camera for some of this. That's probably better. Because I paint with I pull things close to me to paint, and then I forget that they're not centered on the camera. All right, so then I'm taking the darker green and picking that up and doing these different kind of leaves. And just kind of blending it into the lighter green. Again, I'm not rinsing my brush in between. I'm just letting these similar colors do their thing. And picking up a little bit of the lighter green and white and just I really love to bring white into greenery because it gives it depth. Okay, so this is what I've got going on. Let me grab, hold on. A little bit more white. Okay, so this is what I've got going on with my leaves. I don't know if y'all can see that. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and put these flowers on here. So let me figure out which way they go. This one has that weird shape. It can go there. That one goes there. And this one goes like that. Oh, I missed a leaf. Okay, so that's how those are going to go. They're going to be so pretty. I'm going to go ahead and glue these down. I just think these are really going to pop against that that dark background, the dark circle. Okay, so let's see. The bigger one, I think, goes on this one. Doesn't really matter at this point once you get them painted, though, honestly. This one needs a little touch up on the side. I'm just taking my marker and just kind of, this is a brush tip Sharpie. Just kind of neatening that one up a little bit. It got a little too messy. Okay, so that is what we have for one of our flower sprays. And put the other one together the same. I usually start with my lighter shade and go to dark. Don't forget that's a leaf right there. That's the one I forgot on the other one. Going back with the darker green. And then on these, starting with the darker green. I really like these shades of green. I think they are so pretty. This dark green is just stunning. It's like the perfect not sapphire, emerald. I don't know where that came from. The perfect emerald green. And then, of course, a little white. Just to make it look like there's some light shining on these leaves. I feel like Bob Ross when I say that. We're going to make them happy. Like the sun is shining. I am certainly not comparing myself to Bob Ross. Don't even think for 1 second that I am. Good Lord, no. Okay. Sometimes I'll just see a little sloppy edge and I'll touch it up. Okay, so we got that one and this one and that one. Don't ask me how I did that so fast because I don't know how that happened so fast. Normally I am flipping them around 8,000 times to try to figure out which way they go. There is one that has kind of a distinct shape to it that I feel like is the easiest one to pick out first. Hey, Carrie, how are you? Thank you, Janet. I love anything with flowers. Very grateful for the variety we can get and the low prices. I would be out of business if I had to pay for small Glowforge sizes. Oh, okay. Is that at Home Depot? I need to scroll back in the comments to see which store that was. Oh, wait, which way do we go? Which way do we go? No. Y'all, what happened? Oh, there we go. I was like, what's happening here? Okay, so that's Jennifer. Jennifer says they will find her whatever she's looking for. Oh, hardware store locally, and they cut it down. Okay, sorry, no, she's not talking about Home Depot. I love my local shops. Okay, and the circles, the little centers. All right, so those are done. Now let's put our words on here. So glad. I tried to make these bigger, but it just wouldn't work. This is what worked. Let me get them all lined up here. So glad you're here. That needs to be moved over a little bit more. There we go. This would have been a good candidate for 3M, the 3M backer stuff, whatever you call that stuff, the tape. The tape that I ordered and have yet to use, that I ordered like 2 years ago. Yeah, that tape. I don't know why, y'all. I do know why, honestly. It's because I cut a lot of these pieces out of scrap because I have a lot of scrap because we sell cutouts. So anything small, I'm cutting from scrap for like my own self, you know, to paint for lives and stuff. And I'm just not going to take the extra time to go and get 3M tape and put it on a little scrap thing. I probably should though. All right, so, oops, okay, all right, let's see. Let's not get carried away and knock everything over. All right. Do that and do this. Alexa's telling me that something, an Amazon package just was delivered. I don't know what I ordered. I do not recall. Does that happen to y'all? What do they call that? Amazon? No, they call it Prime-nesia. All right, now I am not going to be able to remember how these go. That was a thing when I first put this together. I had to really look at my picture. So hold on, I am going to have to pull my picture up again. All right, so we have, I think it's going to go like this. All right, that's how I think it's going to go. So let's see if that works. And y'all, I do, seriously, I have glitter everywhere. Let me see if I can get some of this glitter off before I glue all this on. Let's see. I can use a, what can I use? A chip brush. I have a chip brush. Do I get glitter on a brand new chip brush? I think I do. And I'm brushing it right onto my carpet. Oh well. I should have taken this outside and done it, but since we're live. Okay. All right, so we said this goes like this ish. All right, so we're going to do hi. Hi. And so glad you're here. I'm so glad you all are here. And I'm going to have to pull that picture up again. Y'all bear with me. All right, let's see. How do these go? So we've got, they're both the same. So this one goes, no. That one goes here. Yes. That one goes here. And that one goes here. Okay, I got this one. Hold on, y'all. I'll show you in just a second. Let me see how this one goes. This one goes like that. Yes, yes. Okay, I think we have it. I think we have it. Okay, we do. We have it. So let me make sure that's straight, though. Does that look straight? It looks crooked to me. I'm not going to glue this down on live video because I'm going to mess this up because I got to be standing over top of it. Y'all know how that works sometimes to make sure it's straight. That looks pretty straight. Okay, hi. And then, whoops, nope, that goes above that. So see, that's part of the problem here that I need to figure out. I had that lined up so it was centered. All right, that's, and then these flowers are going to just slightly hang off. Well, they don't have to. I mean, I could move this up a little bit maybe. But I like my elements to kind of hang off sometimes. Well, all the time, really. I do that a lot. I just think it looks pretty. But you can, yeah, we can move it up. And then here, I'll move my high up so we can put this up here and be more centered. That's what I did. Okay. So that goes like that. And then we glue all that down. So that is our, there you go, now it's kind of straight. That is our door hanger for today. So yeah, so that's it, y'all. This is our first bonus file that's available if you join the Clubhouse tomorrow. If you're already a member, I didn't mention this because I get asked this a lot. I'm trying not to wipe my face. My nose is itching, but I'm not going to touch my nose because I have glitter all over me. If you're already a current member, you always get the bonus files. That is a member perk. Okay, so if you're in the club and you're wondering where your bonus files are, they will be emailed to you first thing in the morning when the doors open. I have your little email all ready to go out. It is ready to go. And I don't know what my hair is doing today, y'all. It's got this piece that's like going woo over here. It's very weird. Okay, so yeah, your bonus files are ready to go out in your email 7 a.m. I don't know if that's 7 a.m. Eastern time, Standard Time. I really don't know because that is one of the things that always mystifies me with my business email. is what time zone are we talking about here? Sometimes it's just very confusing. The way that they have it set up, I don't know why. It is very confusing. I'm almost positive that it's 7 a.m. Central Time because I'm in Central Time, and I think that's how they do it, which means 8 a.m. if you're Eastern Time. Anyway, you will definitely get them first thing in the morning. If you do not receive your bonus files and you are in the club, that is another question that I get sometimes. I always get a couple of people emailing me saying, I'm in the club and I didn't get my files. Okay, there's a couple of things that happen. One thing is that your membership is not active because your payment failed. So that does happen sometimes. Usually you know about it because whoever will email you, PayPal, whoever you've paid through, you will get an email. You may just have missed it. No problem. You can get back in. Please don't panic. But you do need to email me and let me know because that's usually the issue. It's like maybe your credit card expired in PayPal or something like that. So we can fix that. The other issue is, and I am not blaming anyone. I am not blaming anyone for this because I am guilty. If you have gotten very, very overzealous this year and you said, I am going to go through my email and I'm going to get rid of all the junk because I'm so sick of the junk, because trust me when I tell you, I am sick of the junk, and you unsubscribe to my emails. Okay. It's okay if you did that because I don't blame you because I get a lot of junk. But if you unsubscribe to any of our emails, it unsubscribes you to your Clubhouse email. I'm sorry that I'm not Target or Amazon and I don't have a way to filter you unsubscribing from each thing. I'm not big enough for that. We just don't have the capability to do it. So if you're either subscribed, you're either all in or all out. I don't send a ton of emails, maybe like 3 a week. And I really only send those because those are like my really, really, really good sales and I don't want you to miss them. So that could be the problem. What you could do is you could make sure that you subscribe to the Clubhouse or to all of our emails with like a separate email address that you only want, like, you know, your business stuff going to, or your craft stuff going to, or, you know, whatever. I have like 4 email addresses, y'all. I have an email address just for my bills, and it is a funny email address. I won't tell you what it is. I don't know why. I probably could tell you what it is, but I don't know. That feels like I shouldn't tell people that. Anyway, it's kind of a catchy little like funny bill paying. It's not billsareannoying@gmail.com, but it's something like that. So anyway, that's where all my bills go. And when I tell like a seller, like, this is the email, they laugh because that is where all my bills go. And I don't get junk in there. I do get a little bit of junk, but the way that it's set up, it filters it all out for me, which is really awesome. Okay, Penny says she wants to sign up for the Clubhouse. I added my name to the wait list. Yay. Yes, you will get your email first thing in the morning, or you can go. I'm going to tell y'all a little secret. It stresses me out to wake up in the morning on opening day. I don't usually tell this, but I'm going to tell y'all because you're watching my video. So you get a little inside scoop. It stresses me out to wake up on opening day and have to turn everything on. So I turn everything on the night before. So there it is. No guarantee of what time that's going to be. Let's just say I don't stay up late. So there's that piece of information for you. Okay, I will see you guys tomorrow for the next bonus file. It's going to probably be the same time tomorrow-ish, usually 1 or 2 in the afternoon that I go live, and we will paint the little purses because those are going to be so fun. So I hope you enjoyed this, and please sprinkle the video. I'd really appreciate it if you sprinkled, and any comment also helps to bump up the algorithm. So just comment, sprinkled, shared. That's what that means. Thanks, guys. I will see you in the next one. Talk to you later. Bye.